Hello, namaste. I'm about to get onto my mat as we practice 30-minute, nice, consistent, I got an old school technical yoga practice. I hope you like it. I really made it from my heart and my spirit, so I hope you like it. Let's do this. Namaste. See you in a second. Hello and namaste. We have a traditional, slower yoga practice today. I used to teach this when I started yoga. I've gotten into the music, but I love that I get to take this practice and kind of take it back a step to my roots. So let's come into child's pose together onto our mat. So sit on your shins, your toes are uncurled, your head is down, and your arms are either by your side or out in front, either way. Slow your breath down now that you are here with me, and we're just settling in. First moments of class, it's that transition from your everyday life and onto this sacred space, onto our mats, onto a place that will change us for the better, inside and out. Take a couple more long breaths here. And let's come up to our hands and knees from there. Once you're here, cat and cow. Inhale, lift your head, drop your belly down for cow pose. Exhale, drop your head around your back for cat pose. So let's keep going up and back with our breath. A few more cycles like this. It's connecting you, your movement, your breath, your practice all together at once. Good. Let's come back to neutral, to a center spine there. Turn your right palm up. Slide your right hand and arm under that left hand and rest on your right shoulder and the right side of your head. As we take a few breaths in this gentle twist, just try to let your body unwind a little bit, relax a little bit. Good, and come back up to your hands and knees. The other side, turn that left palm up, slide that shoulder under, resting on that left shoulder and the left side of your head. A few big breaths here as well. I love this practice of yoga. It's changed my life for the better. I feel better, I'm emotionally more aware, I'm more in touch with who I am, inside and out. It's so much to do with this practice. Let's come back up to our hands and knees from there. Let's make our way to down dog. Curl your toes, lift your hips up. You've got that triangular shape, your heels pressed down, your legs are straight and firm. There's a straight line from your wrists to your shoulders, all the way up to your hips up there. And spread your fingers wide. And just bend your right leg. Let your left heel a little more press down on this side. Good. Now, switching sides. Letting that other heel press down, a few breaths like this in down dog. The strength is starting to come up into our practice now. There's definitely power in your arms and in your legs. You're feeling your heart rate rise a little bit. Keep both heels down evenly in down dog. And let's walk our feet up to our hands from there. And separate your feet so they are hip distance apart. And either have your hands just hanging down, or you can have your hands behind your ankles. I'm going to do that. Some people like their hands under their feet. But keep your legs straight and firm and strong as you fold down here. As the practice starts to build a little bit of heat, I try to call in that warrior side, that athlete in me. I certainly say to myself, okay, it's time to come on out. Time to let that strength and power and athleticism out. So maybe do the same thing. Take one more breath in this forward bend with me here. And let's roll our bodies all the way up to standing. Lift your arms up to the ceiling. Take a big breath in. Let's look up. Bring your hands together, and then they come together at your heart as we exhale. Let's bring our arms by our side. With an inhale, look up to the ceiling. Lift your arms up to the ceiling. Big breath in. Exhale, let's swan dive down to the floor from there. Legs are straight. Back is firm and straight as we fold down. Let's stay here for a couple breaths. Again in a forward bend like before. One vertebrae at a time now. Let's roll up to standing together. We're coming into chair pose this time, so lift your arms up to the ceiling, but we're bending our legs a lot. My torso is about a 45-degree angle from my hips to my shoulders through my hands. I've got a strong bend in my legs. Legs can either be together or hip distance apart. Bring a little bit more weight into your heels. A couple more breaths here. Fold it down and straighten your legs. Let's walk it back. Down dog from there. Now from down dog, we've got a few vinyasas. Let's come forward into plank first. You can always come down to your knees. Exhale, lower down maybe from your knees. Uncurl your toes. Arch your back up, pressing into your hands a little or a lot. And then back into down dog from there. 2 more times from down dog. Inhale, let's come forward into plank. And maybe from your knees, exhale, lower down. Elbows right by your side. Uncurl your toes. Inhale, arch your back up as much as you like. Exhale, back into down dog from there. Really nice. One more time. Inhale, forward into plank. A little slower this third time. Exhale, lower down. Uncurl those toes. Inhale, arch your back up. Exhale, back into down dog. Really good. And now from down dog, lift your right leg up in the air. Let's keep that right leg straight. Press your heel away. Let your left heel press down a lot. And coming into warrior one, step that right foot up inside your right hand. We're turning our back heels down here. Lift your torso and arms up in warrior one here. So about 4 or 5 things to think about. Your back leg is straight. The outside of your back foot is pressing down. Bend that right leg a lot, so that right knee is just about over that right ankle. Our left hip bone moves forward, and there's a straight line from our hips to our heart, all the way up through our fingertips. Take one more breath here in warrior one. Opening it up into warrior two. Right arm goes forward, left arm back, and our hips and torso face the side now instead of facing forward. Let's take a couple breaths here in warrior two. Your heart's lifted, but your shoulders are dropping down your back. One more thing here. Bring your right forearm to the top of that right knee. Reach your left arm out and up. There should be a really nice line from the outside of your left foot all the way up to your left fingertips. So get as long as you can as you reach out, and maybe rotate your torso with me to that left side as well a little bit more. Take one more breath, sink lower in that right leg in this side angle. Beautiful. And bring your hands down to the floor with me. Let's step back into plank. And when you're ready, let's lower down from there. Uncurl your toes, take up dog, arch as much as you like. Exhale back into down dog from there. Really nice. And that other side, take your left leg up in the air. Keep that left leg straight. Let your right heel press down. And look between your hands. Step that left foot up with me inside your left hand. Turn that back foot down. And when we're ready, warrior one, your torso and arms rise straight up. The outside of that right foot presses down. That right leg is straight. There's a strong bend in your left knee. Your hips face forward as much as they can, and we're reaching up tall and strong. Take one more breath here in warrior one. Open it to warrior two. Our left arms reach forward, our right arms back, our hips face the side wall. We're looking right over that left hand. Lift your heart a little more. Breathe a little deeper here. That's it. Now bring your left forearm down to the top of that left thigh. Right arm reaches out and up in side angle. Create a really nice long line from the outside of that right foot all the way out through your right fingertips. Rotate your body to the side wall a little bit more. One more big breath with me here. And looking down, bring your hands down to the floor. Step your way back into plank. Stay right here in plank. Let's take one arm balance on our right arm. So roll to the outside of your right foot. That left arm rises straight up. If it feels a little too challenging, just drop that right knee to the floor. All these strong warrior types of poses, they're meant to really cultivate your athlete. So make sure you feel her or him for one more breath here. Bring your hand down to the floor. Let's take the other side. One arm balance in that left arm. And if you need to, just drop that left knee down anytime if you'd like. But feel that strength and power really coming on out here. Good. Bring your right hand down to the floor. Let's just lift back up into down dog from there. From down dog, let's take the right leg up in the air. One time, bring your knee toward your nose and hold that as close as you can. Extend that leg back out. Let's come into crescent pose. Step that right foot up. Your back heel stays lifted. Torso and arms reach straight up together. I want you to feel your lower body very strongly moving down. And your upper body rising. So your back leg is straight. Your right knee's over your right ankle. But there's a strong lift from your torso through your heart all the way up to your fingertips. Now bring your hands together at your heart with me. Let's take crescent twist to the right. That left tricep rests on that right thigh. You're keeping that back leg straight. You're keeping really strong in the lower half of your body. We're adding this balance work here. Maybe arch your back a little bit as well. One more big breath with me here. Release your hands down to the floor. Let's step back into plank and lower down from there. So good. Arch your back up and back into down dog from there. Makes me so happy that we are practicing together. This yoga practice brings me so much joy. I hope it's bringing you some joy, even though you're working hard. Don't forget that there's some kindness and lightness and brightness in this practice, as well as all that strength. Okay, the other side together. Take that left leg in the air. Bring that knee toward your nose. Hold it as close as you can. Reach your leg back out in the air. Crescent pose here. Bring that left foot up on this side. When you're ready and stable, reach your torso and arms up here again in crescent to start. There's breath, there's strength, there's balance. There's that warrior athlete in you coming out. So many fantastic qualities that you're building, that you're experiencing, that will carry over into your life. It's so beautiful what we're doing together. And speaking of balance, from crescent here, now bring your hands together at your heart. Let's twist to the left this time. That right arm rests on the top of your left thigh. Twist to that side wall. Arch your back a little bit. Feel your back leg straight, strong. And just breathe into this. See if you can get the next few breaths a little bit deeper. Good. Release your hands down to the floor. Step it back into plank again. Lower all the way down to your stomach from there. Two options. Either interlace your hands behind you or grab your feet or ankles behind you. Whichever one you like. And once you've got that set up, lift your legs and torso up as high as you want. Like a lot of the poses, I want you to feel your warrior side, that strength, that person in you that can do anything and accomplish anything with your focused potential. Take one more breath right in that space. Release it down. Let's press back to our hands and knees together. Let's make our way back up into down dog again together. We're over halfway through with our class. Let's lift that right leg up in the air again. One time, bring your right knee to the right elbow. Reach your leg back out. And bring your right knee to your left elbow. Good. Reach it back out. Let's come into warrior one again. Step that foot up. Turn your left foot down. And when you are all set up, let's reach our torso and arms up here in warrior one to begin. Feel your left hip moving forward a little bit. From here, open it up to warrior two next. That right arm forward, left arm back. Now reverse warrior. Reach your right arm up and back. Lower body stays the same as warrior two. So maybe bend that right leg a little bit more. Now keep reaching that right arm back. Straighten your right leg. So reverse triangle. So let's get our waist extremely long from our right hip bone all the way out to our right fingertips. Breathe into that waist. A couple moments like this. Good. Let's come back into warrior two again from there. I want to make sure the feeling in you is you feel your own strength, your ability, your capability of being a really strong soul. That's what this yoga practice and these poses are trying to make sure you feel and experience so you can bring that into your life. So one more thing here from warrior two. Bring your right fingertips to the floor or your right hand on a block inside that right foot. This time, left arm, just reach it straight up to the ceiling. So I want you to feel your breath consistent, and I want to make sure you feel your own sense of inner power and you're bringing it into this pose. It's so important that you feel that. When you feel it, you know you have it. When you know you have it, you put it into your life when it is needed. But you have to first know that it's available at your command. So one more breath in this really strong place. Bring your left hand down to the floor with me. Let's step our way back into down dog from there. So good. And now that other strong side. Take that left leg up in the air. First, bring that left knee toward your left elbow and hold it here. And reach that leg back out in the air. Bring that knee to your right elbow and hold it there. Good. Reach that leg back out in the air. Let's come into warrior one. Bring that foot up on this side. Turn that back foot down. And when you're ready with me, our torsos rise up, our arms reach up to the ceiling. Let's make sure you have a little smile on your face like I do. Good. That right hip moves forward. One of the things I've certainly learned in my yoga practice is I knew I could always work hard and cultivate that athlete, but it was new for me to add joy into something that was challenging. I'd really never done that before in something that was strenuous. But when I started doing yoga, I started adding it. It started affecting how I feel in everything that I do, that there's definitely awareness that there's joy in the pose. Let's open it up to warrior two. That left arm moves forward, right arm back. So if you can feel your breath right here, if you can feel your power, if there's elements of flexibility and balance, and you can hold a sense of enjoying what you're doing here, you are absolutely on a spiritual path with me. Let's take reverse warrior. Reach that left arm up and back. Just a couple more breaths here. And that strong left leg. Maybe bend that left leg a little more. Now keep reaching back. Straighten that left leg all the way. So let's get a really big, nice stretch in the whole left side of our body. I know I'm not physically there with you at this exact moment, but I promised you that as I record this and do this, my heart and energy is right with you. I'm experiencing the exact same thing you are right now. Now let's bring it back into a warrior two from there. And last, bring that left hand down to the floor or a block inside that left foot. That right arm reaches straight up to the ceiling here. I know I'm feeling my strong athlete, warrior right here. And I want you to feel the same, but not so much that you lose the joy of what we're doing. So a couple more breaths in that powerful side of you and in that happy side that is really pleased that you made such a good decision to do something healthy with your time right here and right now. And let's bring our hands down to the floor. One more time, let's step back into plank. And lower down one last time. Uncurl your toes, arch up. And let's press to child's pose here. Just sit back on your heels. Arms either by your side or out front as you rest like this. It's going to get much easier from here on out. That was all the strength. I wanted to make sure you felt what a powerful spirit and soul you are, and I know you felt that. It's okay also to feel self-pride. There's a shadow and a light side of pride. The shadow side is feeling proud and thinking you're above everyone. The light side of pride is feeling proud of yourself and also being happy for everyone else that's doing something positive for themselves as well. So I want you to feel that you are proud of yourself, you did something amazing, and you're patting yourself on the back. You're your own cheerleader, just like I'm your cheerleader right now as well. Let's come up from child's pose together and just sit down on our mats. Let's extend both legs straight out in front of us. And a forward bend. Our hands come up and out and down our legs for half a minute like this. Let your neck and shoulders relax. Wherever your hands land is fine. and just breathe into this. What comes up for me in a lot of the stretching poses is that I wish I had more flexibility. I know plenty of yoga teachers that are more flexible than myself, and my head for a moment goes to that place of thinking, I wish I had that kind of flexibility. And my next thought is, it's okay, Matthew. Where you are is a fantastic place. You're on your mat, you're doing something good and healthy, and your body's getting better and better every time you practice, and just be okay with that. And then I listen. I listen that that's the true side and not the other side that is comparing myself to anyone else. For me, that comes up a lot in the stretching poses. Something else might come up for you. Just try to be gentle and kind with yourself, and take the cheerleader side that just is rooting for you for doing something good and doesn't need to tear it down in any way or form. Let's roll up from this forward bend. Roll to your back from there. Hug your right leg into your body. Let your left leg reach out on the floor. Let's take a twist. Your left hand takes that knee over to the left. Our right arms open out to the right. A few big breaths here. Try to be at peace with where your body is today. However strong it was, that was perfect. However flexible it was, that was perfect. However much you can relax in this moment, that's perfect. Just be here now and okay with this moment. It's all there is. You and I made a really good decision to get onto our mats, and that is winning right there. Bring that leg back up to center. Extend that right leg out. Hug your left leg in. And our final twist, let's take it over to the right as our left arm opens out to the left. A few big, deep breaths here. I have learned to become so at peace with myself and where I am in poses like this over the years in my yoga practice. And I hope you feel that same way too as you practice yoga and start to believe that where you are right now is enough. Bring that leg back up to center. Let's extend both legs out in front of us. Let's close our eyes as we head into Shavasana. Find some place where you are comfortable. And together, let's take a big breath in and hold our breaths in together. Open your mouth, sigh your breath out with me. In these final few minutes, just let your body rest in the beauty and the brilliance and the goodness of what you just created with me, what we did together. Let your body rest in the beauty of that these last minutes here. Begin moving your fingers and toes once again. Now slide your heels gently back and roll to your right side. Press up to sitting and just close your eyes. Bring your hands together right at your heart. The beauty that's in you is vast. So enjoy yourself for all the loveliness and goodness that is in you. And know that all that loveliness, all that goodness that is in you has a greater source, whether you call it God or the universe or oneness. Whatever it is for you, that's where you come from. That's where I come from. And this yoga practice taps into that connection of our source, of who we are now as a human being, but who we are as an endless, infinite being as well. So thank you for doing the practice that connects you with your heart, with your spirit, and with your vast beauty of the oneness that you and I are together. Until next time, namaste. I loved that practice. It made me feel really good just to breathe and to be with you. I know I said it in the middle of class, but I do feel like I'm with you instead of just doing this on my own, because this practice is a connective experience for me. I certainly tap into myself first, and then after that, I really feel just a connection to how much I enjoy life, and that means you. So thank you. Thank you for practicing, being on your mat with me. I love this practice of yoga and what it does for my body and my spirit, and it makes me thrilled that you feel the same way. Sending you all my love and my heart, and I hope you're really well and just getting better and better with your magnificent life with each new day. Namaste, everyone.